The reason you may not be attracting everything you want may be because of your limiting beliefs and self-sabotage. Energy flows where your attention goes. You can attract everything you want in this life because you've done it so far, and you can continue to do it consciously and attract the things you desire rather than attracting the things that you don't necessarily like. Hi, welcome back to yourself. My name is Sheer and I'm so happy you are here. Today we're talking about how to become the most magnetic version of yourself and how to attract everything you want in your life. So obviously, first things first, you have to get very clear on what it is that you want in your life. So take a minute and really think about this. What would the most magnetic version of yourself look like? What do they have that you want? And then let's take it a step further. What does their morning look like? What do they do with their days? What does their evening look like? What do they eat? What do they do when they work out? What do they do for fun? What do they do for a career? And once you start getting more familiar with what's coming up for you and what you really want, now you have a direction. Becoming the most magnetic version of yourself really just comes down to this one thing, and I'm not even gonna make you wait for it. It's having fun. All you need to do in your life is notice what is the most fun for you and keep doing that. Keep following that. And if you don't have fun yet, that's okay, because what you can do first is notice what you're curious about, and then follow your curiosity to find your passion and what is fun for you. So once you know what the most ideal, confident, magnetic version of yourself looks like and how they spend their days, what their hobbies are, what their good habits are, what bad habits they never do, now you have a blueprint of how you can change your behaviors in order to become that version of yourself. And in order to attract all of these things, you know, we've all heard, I don't chase, I attract. You need to stay in your own frame. I've been watching this guy, Aaron's videos on YouTube. I will link him right here. And he talks about staying in your own frame. He has this candle flame meditation where you focus your attention on this candle. And on the inhale, you focus on yourself, and then on the exhale, you focus on your environment. And this is such a great technique to get back into your own frame because energy flows where your attention goes. And if you are putting all of your attention on all these external things like external people, external situations, things that you cannot control, right? Then you are just bleeding out your energy, and that's not very magnetic. Maybe you've noticed that when you put too much attention on something, it starts to repel that situation or person away. Like, for example, if you are putting all of your attention on your relationship or on your job and things are not going like you want them to, then what you can control is to bring that attention back to yourself. And in doing that, you bring your energy back to yourself. And that is what is most magnetic. Because when you focus your energy on yourself and your own experience and your own feelings and your own desires, you start to attract what you want. Aaron told this story of a professor he had at a workshop that he went to where she was at the front of the room and she instructed the students to send their energy to her. This sounds a little woo-woo, but stay with me. Everybody consciously thought of sending their energy to her. And as we know, thoughts are frequency and energy. And energy cannot be created or destroyed, so it is just passing around, right? It's just going through life between all of us, through all of us, and that's just how it is. When the students all intentionally sent their energy towards the professor, she said that she felt all this energy, she wanted to step back, like it was repelling. And then she did another exercise where she said, now everybody think about claiming your energy back. Think about drawing all of your energy back to your body. And she said that when they did that, she felt more drawn and attracted to everybody else. It's very much the same thing when you are focusing your attention on someone else or a different situation and you're bleeding your energy into that situation. The best thing you could do is bring that energy back to yourself and focus on consciously attracting all of your energy back into your body and stay grounded in your body. If you are an empathetic person, then you might be extremely intuitive, and you might try to control the outcomes of situations and other people's behaviors by molding your behavior in a certain way in order to get the result you want, which is manipulative. And you cannot control other people. All you can control is yourself, right? Something you can do to get out of that constant state of survival and observation is not to shut down your intuition. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying your intuition is always with you and guiding you, and you would probably feel better if you started becoming more grounded. So to move from being extremely intuitive and trying to control outcomes by changing your own behavior to manipulate the outcome to be what you want it to be, what you can do instead is become more grounded in yourself and become more present. To become more grounded is to get back into your own frame. And if you are an empathetic person, you may easily feel connected to all these other people and all these other situations, and you may self-abandon in order to feel that false sense of control around your external forces. So to get grounded in yourself is to no longer abandon yourself for the sake of getting what you want externally through this false sense of control, which it never works. And if it does work, it's only temporary, because what is meant for you will find you, and what is not will pass. And you cannot control that. Getting grounded is getting back into your own frame. Getting back into your own frame means feeling the separation between you and someone else, between you and the situation, or even, to start really small, between you and an object. I will link the frame technique meditation by Erin, and what this covers is how you feeling the space between you and someone else, or you and something else, lets you refocus all of your attention back on yourself, lets you feel that separation, and that separation keeps you grounded in yourself and keeps you from self-abandoning. When you abandon yourself for the sake of getting an outcome that you desire, you are repelling that outcome. You are repelling that person. It is not magnetic to try to manipulate a situation to get the outcome you desire. What is magnetic is letting it be, because you know that what is meant for you will not pass you by. And you cannot mess up what is meant for you, because it's yours. Now, you might be subconsciously repelling the things you want, the people you want, the situations you want to attract. You might find yourself self-sabotaging. If you are already grounded and you already feel that separateness, or you're not empathetic and you're very secure in yourself and you know what you deserve, you're not trying to change or manipulate outcomes to get the result you desire, then the reason you may not be attracting everything you want may be because of your limiting beliefs and self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is a way for us to confirm our limiting beliefs. So let's say you get into a healthy relationship with somebody who's very loving, and they are a truly great person who want to build something with you. If you have limiting beliefs that you are not worthy, that something bad always happens, that you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, then you might go looking for things to get upset about. You might pick fights. You might change the dynamic between you to be more hostile than it would have been if you had just received the love from the relationship. It is these limiting beliefs that, when we believe them, can lead to us behaving in a certain way that sabotages what we want, even when it's right in front of us. So it's absolutely something to check yourself on. If you notice that you have had opportunities arise and you just don't know why they didn't work out, maybe ask yourself, is there any part I had to play in this that changed the outcome in a negative way? Did I sabotage myself in this situation? Another example is if you have negative self-talk and you are trying to find a new job, but you continually tell yourself, I'm not gonna apply to that one because I'm not qualified, or I'm not gonna apply to that one, they would never want me anyway, for no good reason. And you stop yourself before you even give them a chance, that can be a form of self-sabotage. Because then you get to say, see, I told you, I knew it. I knew I would never get that job. I knew they would leave. But did you do anything to make sure that that happened so that you could say, I told you so? If you do notice that you are self-sabotaging, the good news is it's completely shiftable. You can change this. First of all, it's very normal. It's a normal way for the brain to try to protect itself because the brain craves familiarity, especially the subconscious mind. It craves familiarity. So when it is faced with an unfamiliar situation like a secure, loving relationship or a job opportunity that asks a little bit more of you that you are absolutely capable of but haven't done yet, then your subconscious mind might say, oh, I'm not ready for this. I have to sabotage this so that I stay exactly where I am in lack because I remember this. I'm familiar with this, and that makes me more comfortable. Sometimes what is best for us is not comfortable at first, and that's okay because it's just scary to our brain because we haven't done it yet, not because it's not safe. Limiting beliefs and self-sabotage are completely in our control because what we can do is challenge these beliefs. Number one, we need to notice them in the moment, and next we need to challenge them. So a way to notice some limiting beliefs are to notice what your excuses are. Like if you want to lose weight and you look up a program online that says, eat 3 meals a day that are about 500-600 calories, that have proteins, fats, and carbs, drink a lot of water, exercise 150 minutes of moderate cardio every week, and lift twice a week. And you say, oh, I can't do that. I can't move 150 minutes a week. I can't lift any weights at all, so I can't lift twice a week. Oh no, I can't eat 3 meals of 500 to 600 calories a day. I just can't do it. It's not in the cards for me. So I'm not gonna do anything. If you say something like that, you might have a limiting belief about weightlifting. You might have a limiting belief about cardio. You might have a limiting belief about the time that you have available to you and the control that you have to change your habits. So when we do come up with excuses for solutions that lead us to the results we want, those are limiting beliefs. And the next step is just to challenge it. Like, okay, why can I not move 150 minutes a week? What is stopping me from doing that? Maybe I could sacrifice scrolling on my phone on social media an hour a day and I can repurpose that to going for a walk. That's definitely an idea. And you don't even need to do all of it. It's not all or nothing. That's another thing. If we notice an excuse saying, oh, I really can't do that because that's just too much for me, and the next thought is not, but maybe I can do a little less and work up to it, then that could be another limiting belief. So once we notice our excuses and we challenge them and we choose a thought that is more aligned with getting us the result we want while meeting us where we are, then we're already shifting our limiting beliefs and we are reducing the likelihood that we would self-sabotage, because your limiting beliefs could also be repelling away your desires. And when you challenge your limiting beliefs and you choose your beliefs consciously, you can attract what you desire. So back to the very first point that we talked about, having fun. Notice the path of least resistance and notice what is fun, because what is for you should be easy. It should be effortless. Your relationship should be effortless. Your passion, your career that is aligned with you should be fun. It should be effortless. You should be good at it. You should be having a great time while being good at it and making money. The people in your life should be bringing you joy. It should be easy to hang out with them. You should feel better when you leave a situation. Like if you just hung out with a group of friends and you're feeling drained, they may not be the best friends for you. But if you're leaving a group of friends and you're feeling energized, those may be the right people for you. They sound like the right people for you. If you spend your time on a hobby like painting and you feel more energized after painting, even though it took 7 hours, that sounds like it's in alignment with your desires. You can attract everything you want in this life because you've done it so far, and you can continue to do it consciously and attract the things you desire rather than attracting the things that you don't necessarily like. So the good news is what you attract is in your control because it's where you place your attention. And if you continue to place your attention on the things you don't want and say, oh my gosh, I said that I didn't want this outcome, but then it happened anyway. Were you thinking about it? Be honest, be honest. Were you thinking about it? Were you thinking about the outcome that you didn't want more than the outcome that you did want? Because energy flows where your attention goes. And I'm not saying that you can control things because that's not the point. The point is you can at least control your thoughts. And if you want a fulfilling job and kind friends and a loving relationship, and you focus on all of the bad things that have happened to you so far, you're not doing much to attract them because you're not in that state. You're kind of repelling them when you focus on all the bad things that have happened so far. A new manifestation technique that I just came across today actually is the "can I have more" method. And if I can find the girl who originally made the video, I will give her credit below. She talked about how her therapist told her about this manifestation method where you thank the universe for what you have and you say, can I please have more? So you can say like, thank you for all this money that I have. Can I please have more? Thank you for all this health that I have. Can I please have more? Thank you for all these friends that I have. Can I please have more? Thank you for all this love that I have. Can I please have more? I am trying this because this sounds like, one, you are giving gratitude for what you already have, which attracts abundance anyway. And then you ask, can I please have more? You're setting the intention for what you want. So that's some homework for you. Try the "can I please have more" method. Let me know how it goes. And comment one thing below that sounds easy and fun for you that you would want to include more of in your life. You can attract everything you want. You've been doing it so far. Now that you're doing it consciously, you can really shift your life. Thank you for listening to this episode of Back to Yourself. Send me a DM on Instagram or TikTok at Back to Yourself Pod. Let me know what you'd like to see in the next episode, and go do something fun for yourself today. Bye!